What's up guys, Jordan here from hardcoremusicstudio.com. Got another installment today of my Inside the Mix series. This time we're going to jump inside the song Matahari by the band Intervals. Mixed this album a number of years ago. It's off their EP called In Time, and a lot of people have been requesting a look at this, so we're going to check it out. Specifically in this video, I'm going to focus on the guitars. Like, obviously this is a very guitar-driven band. This EP was totally instrumental, and is very focused on the lead guitar melodies and then the technical guitar work that he does on the rhythm sections. So we're going to dig into how the rhythm guitars look in this song, and then also really focus on the lead guitars because I think there's some cool stuff going on here. So let's check it out again. I'm going to play just a chorus section here. And then let's check out a verse. Here's the main rhythm guitars in solo. So these were recorded with an Axe-Fx, and there's not much processing. Like I've said before, I really like to get the best tone possible right out of the amp or whatever the source is, in this case an Axe-Fx. And like if I'm in the tracking stage and I feel like, oh, I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of EQ or whatever with this later on, then I know it's wrong. We got to keep tweaking the tone till it's really good on the way in. So you're going to see evidence of that in how little processing is actually happening on these rhythm guitars. So let's bypass the whole chain. Not that different, right? So first we got an EQ, and this is just cleaning up the bottom end, so getting rid of the mud below 100 hertz here. We've got 110 high pass filter, a low pass filter at 10K. I find with the digital amps, they've got a lot of like nasty fizz in the top end, so we really had to clean that up. And then we're just doing some narrow notches in around 5K and 3.5K. Just a couple dB down, really narrow bandwidths, and that's just kind of taming the harsh like shh sound that you get out of heavy distorted guitars like this. So let me A/B this plugin. So we're just cleaning it up, focusing it a little bit. I also dipped out a wider band here around 944, around 950, just 1 dB. It's pretty subtle, but with the Axe-Fx, the tone we dialed in, once I started mixing, was a little bit too kind of nasally and honky, so we're just kind of dipping that out just to soften it up a little bit. Let's check out a chorus. You might be able to hear kind of these high frequency adjustments a little bit better. If I boost this up, you'll really notice. That's what we're trying to get rid of. So it's not drastically changing the tone, just tightening it up, getting rid of the mud on the bottom and then the harshness on the top, and then it's leaving us with a much smoother overall tone. Now, no EQ boosts at all other than that, just those narrow cuts. I use the C4 here. You can check out my other video on using this specific setting, but I'll just demo it quick here. There's a lot of quick palm mutes and low-end buildup that's happening in the verses, so that's what I'm using this for. You can even see the big spikes here that happen on the palm mutes. See how it really builds up that low end when he's hitting that palm mute? It's kind of nasty. So this just tames that low mid frequency only when it happens, but not in the rest of the song. And then we're just doing some saturation with the Phoenix. Thickening it up a little bit, so very subtle moves overall. Now let's move on to what I think is more kind of unique or useful in this video, and that's the lead guitars. Again, lead guitar is basically essential to this band. It's what's carrying the song with the melodies in all the courses. So let's check out a section here. Moving to the solo. So let's see what we did to this lead guitar. So we did the low pass filter and then ditched out some of the harsh frequencies around the same frequencies that we did on the rhythm guitars, just to clean up the high end a little bit. Smooths it out for sure. Now let's check out the Ssl channel. This is where we're actually doing some boosting. So remember on the rhythm guitars, we didn't boost at all. On the lead guitar here, we're boosting around 1.5K, a couple dB, and then we're also filtering out a lot of the low end, so up to 200 hertz, which might seem kind of aggressive, but on lead guitar layers, you can really get rid of a ton of that low end. I've even high passed even further up than that in the past on lead guitars. Let me A/B this plugin for you. So listen to the low end mud really just kind of go away, and then the tone just get really focused in that upper mid range there to poke through the mix. Okay, same C4 settings here, and that's just for the section at the end of the chorus when he's doing all those palm mutes to tame those down, because in the solo there's like not that much happening on the low mids there, but it's really just to tame the palm mutes in this chorus. And then we're just doing some compression, the CLA 3A, which is my favorite guitar compressor. And listen to how this just compacts the tone. With lead guitar, sometimes some notes can like kind of poke through more than others, and others kind of get lost. This compressor really just kind of puts those upper and lower limits on it and just gives us a nice, solid, consistent guitar part. And it also helps the tone. I like the way it kind of saturates the tone a little bit. Nice and smooth, and now every note is pretty much the same volume, and we're getting a nice solid lead tone there. See how with a bypass it just sounds a little bit kind of unruly, like some of the strums are kind of just poking out. I don't know, it doesn't sound nice and controlled. Let's switch it back in. Really smooth, really like that compression on that lead guitar. So again, nothing super crazy, just on the lead guitars we got more aggressive filtering out of the low end, and then we're just boosting a little mid-range around 1.5K to cut through there. And I'm sure I'll get some comments asking about the effects, so I'll just show you this really quick. We've got a split harmonizer effect here. Let me bypass the delay first. So that's the effect really cranked up. This is the Waves doubler, just on the basic doubler preset here. And this is meant to just give some width and stereo-ness to this lead guitar. So it's pretty subtle, but I'll A/B it quick for you. You might hear it more on headphones, or if you've got a really quiet environment to listen to right now. But this is just separating it a little bit, just so it's not just so small at the middle, it's just giving a little bit of air on the sides. Now we've also got a delay here. And this is just a quarter note delay, but I'm using this groove setting, so it's a little bit quicker on the left side and then a little bit slower on the right side. And that's what gives it it's sending a mono signal to the delay, but if you alter the left and right from each other on the actually delay return, then it's going to give you that separation in the stereo field. I really liked timed delays like this, whether it's an eighth note or a quarter note, just depends on the part, but I find it really just kind of sits a guitar or even a vocal into the mix in a really nice way. It kind of gives it that lushness, But since it's on a quarter note or eighth note time to the song, it doesn't like stick out of the mix. Like you don't really notice it that much as a listener. It's just adding kind of that depth and space and lushness around the part. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this look inside the intervals mix here. Drop a comment below if you have any more questions about, what went into this EP, and also if there's other tracks from my discography that you want to see opened up here on YouTube. Drop a comment and I'll try to get to it in the future. I've also got a free gift for you over at hardcoremusicstudio.com. Jump over there, sign up on the email list, and this is the best place for you to learn how to record, edit, mix, and produce heavy music, rock, hardcore, and metal. And all of my best content is sent out through the email list. So make sure you're subscribed over there, hardcoremusicstudio.com. Click to get the free gift, the free download, and sign up on the list. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel here. Give me a like if you enjoyed this, even a thumbs down if you didn't. That's okay with me. And we'll talk to you next time.